Welcome back. I'm Bill the Geek, broadcasting not live from Puerto Vallarta, Mexico. And in this episode, we're going to talk about failure. Yep, get used to it because failure is a part of business. I mean, you just don't pop up one day and bing, success. People that have failed, it's good to read biographies, stories about whoever that lady is that wrote Harry Potter, or even the biography of Madonna, and how people were living in their cars or eating out of garbage cans before they finally got a break. Thomas Edison, one of the greatest inventors in the world, was failing constantly in experiments every day. He just took it for granted. I'm going to fail today. I'm a professionally trained marketing person, and back before you had so much going on the internet, the telephone was the internet, and I had a corporate job, and I was nationally one of the best people in this Fortune 500 corporation, and I used to telemarket, and every Monday was my day. And the good thing about being a salesperson, as long as you're bringing in money, nobody bothers you. You know, your boss, as long as you're bringing money in, everybody's happy. President of the company likes you. Everybody loves you as long as you're bringing in money. They don't care what you do. So my research and my failure at not selling said, okay, I need to get in front of people. How am I going to get in front of people? So what I did was I started making phone calls every Monday morning. Every Monday morning, I would sit down and I would call X number of people. And when I started out, I would have my little pad and a pen, and I would make a phone call. And I would it ended up that if I made 40 calls every Monday, that would give me 4 appointments for that week. And if I got 4 appointments every week, then those 4 appointments would lead to so many sales. Okay? And given the way this corporation was set up, that would put me at the number 1 spot in the country on new business sales. It was a formula. So if you think about it, I'm making 40 phone calls. That means that 36 people told me no. Just like Edison, bad idea. Dave Thomas with Wendy's. This bank said, oh, Dave Thomas, he's from Columbus, Ohio. Many banks, I know a personal secretary of a major bank in Columbus, Ohio, they turned him down the loan to get Wendy's started. The saying goes, every nay brings me closer to a yay. So in other words, every time someone says no to you, you're getting closer to a yes. And when you're starting out, if you're not failing, if you're not getting those no's, that means you're not trying enough. It's out there. You just have to keep going and going and going for it. And that's not something that they teach us in elementary school. They don't teach us that in our classes. The only way you're going to learn that is through a professional sales course. So failure is going to happen. Ideas are not going to work. You're going to go from this idea to that idea, from this potential client to that potential client. And they call it the numbers game. If you put yourself and your product and service in front of enough people, somebody's going to share some wealth with you because they like what you have. But what you have to do is you have to increase your numbers so that the people that you need to get in front of, the people that are your good potential clients, you have to increase your numbers game. There's another old saying that is what is it? If you throw enough shit on the wall, some of it's going to stick. it would behoove you, no matter what type of business you're going into, to read some sales books, to read some motivation books, to read some bibliographies of successful people. Because then when failure hits, oh gosh, there's so many stories I have to share. So many people that I know get this one big opportunity it's going to be the big one. George Jefferson, who used to say, it's the big one, Fred Sanford Fred Sanford used to say, oh, it's the big one, this is the big one, and they get hit. I got a $500,000 deal coming, I got $1 million deal, I got a $10 million deal. A professional salesperson, when they enter that environment, doesn't get excited, because there's no reason for excitement until the money is in the bank, until the papers have been signed. Until that happens, it's a fantasy. So, and then when that fails, you have so many more numbers out there that you do not flinch. It's a numbers game. So there's a lot of opportunity out there, but when you fail the first 20 times, when you fail the first time, you have to prepare yourself for that first failure, and you have to have yourself all ready to understand that no big deal, let's just keep going. I got numbers on the way, it's coming my way. And then once you get to the 20th failure, you still have to have that energy in you. And if you're new to this, then you have to teach yourself that failure is okay. And you do this by giving yourself information that you can live with, so that you can point at Thomas Edison, so you can point at Babe Ruth, who struck out so many times, so you can point at these people that failed so many times before they got what they wanted on the way to achieving wonderful things. So, long story short, failure is your friend. Enjoy it and be happy when it occurs, and just keep on walking.